Man, dreams are weird. I used to have this dream where I was falling into a bottomless pit that was absolutely black. Then I would scream, and then I didn't realize I was screaming on the outside. So I would wake everyone up, and my parents would just slap me back to bed. And I was just glad that it was a dream. I couldn't sleep for a while, but I was happy, I was glad. And that was the worst dream I'd ever had before this dream I'm going to talk about happened. So this new dream, like dreams start in a weird way. You just find yourself somewhere and you don't know how you got there and you don't know where you're going. Like most dreams are like that. You just find yourself somewhere. So I found myself in a city. But usually I find myself in places that I notice. Maybe if I've been to Nairobi, I see myself in Nairobi. I've been to Toronto, I see myself in Toronto. I've been to my village in Meherati and uh, I see myself there. I see myself in familiar places. But this was a completely different environment. It was new and it was highly developed. Like it was a modern city. I could swear this was not Kenya because if this was Kenya, I would know about it. It would be on the news. It would be on the newspaper. So I'm wondering how did I get to this place? Like the buildings are all made of glass, and then they have these sharp curves and everything. The stairs are I don't know what they are made of. The building looks like they were made by aliens. That's my impression. Like these buildings were not made by human beings. No human being can design a city so perfectly. I looked at myself and I looked out of place. Like this is not home. How did I get here? I started getting scared because I'm like, I see the technology being used here is alien. So I don't know whether they're capable of seeing me and doing to me. Because I'm looking at myself, I don't really look like these people. Not in color per se, but they're just weird people in a way. So my first thought is to ask someone, around there, what's the name of this place? How do I get back home? So I find someone. Somehow they can speak my language. I don't know how. Then after speaking to them, they're like, "What are you talking about? There is no such place that exists." I'm telling them the name of my home, and they're telling me that place does not exist. So I started getting scared. I'm like, "Am I? Did I teleport into an alien planet?" So I keep naming names. Where is Nairobi? How do I get to Nairobi from here? They're asking me, what is Nai what? I'm like, Mombasa, like, do you know where Mombasa is? It's like, Mo what? I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on? I'm like, I'm Kenyan. I'm like, they're like, what is Kenyan? And now I know I'm fried. These people don't know what Kenya is. And at that time, I had never left the country, uh, like Kenya. Like I'm born in Kenya and had lived my entire life in Kenya. So I didn't know what else to ask. These people don't know what Kenya is. So I'm definitely not in Kenya. And this place looked developed. I'm trying to look at these people, they don't look Asian, like Chinese, Indian, Indonesian. They're not white, like European or American or anything like that. And they're not black. Like they have a weird hue. But somehow they speak the language I speak. That's the weird part of it. They understand my language, but they don't understand anything I'm saying. So one of them asked me like, what are you doing here? How did you get here? So I'm afraid to tell them like I don't know how I got here. Because when I'm in a new place, I like to blend in. I don't like to look like a visitor because that's when the conmen come in. Once they know you're new to this area and they will extort you. They might kidnap you or kill you or do something like that. I was scared. So when they started asking questions, I left. I kept walking. I was hungry, but I couldn't see a single shop in the area. Like there are no shops, there are no markets. Uh, it looks like they're just offices. I don't even see residential places. It's a weird building. Like the buildings that were there were just looking weird, like alien like. So I keep walking, and then I find some other people as I'm walking down. They're a bit darker than the rest of the people I had seen before. But my instincts are telling me these are conmen. Just the way they were looking at me as I walk and look around, I could feel in myself, these people know I'm not from here. And one approached in a friendly manner, like started walking next to me and asked me, "What is your name? What do you do for job?" Like things like that. I'm very uncomfortable, but I'm answering him the questions. So we keep walking, and I see more people. Some of them are just minding their own businesses and, you know, doing the things they do. They were having conversation, building stuff, uh, all that. And this guy was walking to me like my friend. I'm like, no, I don't trust when someone walks next to me and they don't know me and they act like they are my best friend. No, this is not acceptable. So I try to walk faster than the guy, but the guy stands in front of me. He's like, where are you going? Where did you come from? So I'm quiet. I don't talk to him. I don't know what to tell this guy. So I'm trying to get a place. I'm feeling hungry now. So I want to look for a place to eat. I don't see any restaurants. Like there are no signs on the outside. Like it's completely plain. There are no posters, there are no signs, there are no directions, there is nothing. And there are no phones in this area. I don't see anyone with a phone. And I don't have a phone myself. It doesn't seem like they use phones for some reason. And this guy keeps following me and is acting like my friend. But then he was in this area. There was this advanced area which looked alien like, and then there was a poorer area just next to it. So this guy was from the poor area, but he was hanging around the rich area, I guess, trying to find people to con. And he saw me and decided I was a good victim. So he was acting all friendly and everything, telling me he can guide me through this city and nothing, no one will come to harm me. But he didn't look like uh, he was that kind of guy who was just going to help me out. So I walk with him. I have no other option. We keep talking. And for some reason, he doesn't ask me where I'm from. He doesn't ask me why I look the way I look. He doesn't ask me what I'm doing there or anything. Like he acts like he knows me. Like we're just having casual conversations about, you know, how I'm feeling. Like how is the day to day. Where do you plan to go around here? He didn't even ask me whether I know the place or not. When I keep quiet, he just continues talking. I don't answer, he continues talking. He's very comfortable. Then apparently this affluent area has some security. Some security. And this security is not human beings, but you can kind of feel and see you can feel you're being watched for some reason, even when you don't see anybody. And this guy was very cautious when he was around. He was looking up and down, left and right, everywhere. It's like he knew someone was watching some of this stuff. And then all of a sudden, the mood just changes. This guy who was standing next to me starts running away to the area that was the poorer area now where he's supposed to be. He starts running away and leaves me behind. So I'm alone here. I don't know which direction to go, and I obviously don't belong here. I don't see anything, but I see people in the poorer area start getting indoors. Then after like everyone is indoor and the whole area is now there's no one there in the entire area. I'm the only one who is sitting outside. I don't know what ritual this is. What everyone goes in. So I'm standing there and taking walks around there. There is nobody, and it's becoming dark now. Now it's becoming dark, and now I'm in the poor area, and I have left the rich area, but there's nobody outside. So it's dark and everything. I haven't eaten. I'm very hungry, and I have no place to sleep, and that's what scares me most. Where do I sleep tonight? How can I ensure I'm safe? How am I going to get back home? I don't know where home is. These people don't seem to know where Kenya is. So they can't give me directions to go back to Kenya. So I'm standing there. I think it reaches around, I don't know. It was dark for like 3 hours, and I was just seated there next to some light, some place where there is light. And then a group of guys comes out. A group of guys comes out. The guy who was walking me through the during the day, the guy who was walking with me was in this group now, and he looked different. He was a gangster with weapons and everything, like crude weapons, not advanced guns or anything. But they are not. They are the kind of weapons I had never seen in my entire life, and they are walking like vigilantes around there. So I look at them and I'm scared. So these guys just come and they grab me. They come and grab me by the hand and they start pulling me towards a certain direction. They're getting me into this sketchy building, and I don't know what they're doing. As they are walking me, this guy who was walking me through the day starts going through my pockets one by one. Another. He's not talking to me right now, and everyone is quiet. They're just pulling me like I know where they're taking me. I don't understand what's going on. Like I'm frightened. I'm scared. I'm like these people might try to. I've had stories about aliens abducting people and doing experiments on them. I know I look different from these people, so they might decide to experiment on me and figure out. And these people look crude and ruthless. So they're grabbing me, I'm resisting, and they're not even talking to each other. When people are doing things together, they talk to each other. They were uncomfortably silent throughout the entire thing, just moving their weapons from their hands and dragging me. So they drag me into this small house that is dimly lit. I refuse to enter. For some reason, they leave me outside the door and they go into this room. I stand there at the door. They don't pull me inwards. Then this guy comes out and is like, we have a bed for you to sleep tonight. Just come in and sleep. I'm like, no, I don't know you. I don't know you. I can't just come into a random room and sleep. So I'm telling them, these guys, uh, these guys, I'm telling them, no, I'm not going to do that. Then these guys ask this question for the first time, where are you from? And then no, I don't feel like answering him now. I don't. They might get some ideas. I don't know what kind of ideas they will get when I tell them where I'm from. But no, if these are aliens and they discover I'm not an alien like them, they might change because they don't seem to understand who I am. They are kind of fascinated by me, but also confused at the same time. So I don't want to give them in the affluent area. I was more comfortable telling someone who I am because it felt safe and they didn't seem to care. They just left. But in this poorer area, no, 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 I'm not risking it. So I walk back into the affluent area. The lights are on and everything. There is a strange humming sound it's like music, no? But I'm like, this music is sinister, no? The music was scary. It was beautiful but scary. And I don't know how those two things can exist together. The lighting was both romantic and as part of a horror film. Everything looked wrong. I don't want to stay in the affluent area because I don't understand. It seems like I might just become a robot or something like that. And these people in this poor area look like they're going to chop me up alive and eat me or perform surgery on me with crude tools and no anesthesia or anything like that. So I am dead shit scared. I'm crying. I'm like, Mom, now I'm crying for my mom and my dad. Come get me. And my screams will not help because they will not hear me. I don't know what the direction they are here. I don't see planes. I don't see cars. I don't see any means of getting. No one seems to be leaving this area. Like everyone is confined to that area. I can see there are areas outside, like greenery and everything, like trees and grass and all that. But no one is going to those areas. Everyone is confined to where the buildings are, and they don't seem to be working or doing anything. They're just loitering around it. Thankfully, I woke up there, and Yeah, I was glad it was just a dream. Thank you.